Hey Socksters, Casey Eberhard here, and today we're going to demonstrate how to use the iPhone app to send a greeting card to somebody with their picture on the front of the card, and we're going to add a gift to this card as well. So as you can see, this is my iPhone screen. I've got some applications already on the screen. I'm going to assume that you've downloaded the SendOutCards phone app onto your phone already. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and touch the SendOutCards app, and it's going to go ahead and open it up. And as you can see, this is the screen that shows up. Now I can scroll down here and I can use a card that's already in the system. However, we're going to make this one a little more complex. We're going to put a picture on the front of the card. So I'm going to go ahead and click Photo Cards with my finger. I'm just going to touch it. And it's going to show me the vertical and horizontal cards. In this case, we're going to do a horizontal card, so I'll just go ahead and touch that. And then you can see down at the bottom it has a 2-panel card. I touch the 3-panel card here. We can make a big card if we want, or we could simply create a postcard. For this card, we're going to do a 2-panel card. I just make sure that that shows green, shows your photo here, and I'm going to go ahead and tell the system to create the card. So we click Create Card up at the top, and now the system is in real time starting to build this card for us. So it's spinning here, which means it's just loading. It's now showing the front of the card here, and it says your photo here. I'm simply going to touch that, and I'm going to pull up this screen. Our app will allow you to pull photographs from your phone library. You can take a photograph, or you can actually use a photograph that's inside your SendOutCard system already. My suggestion is that you take a photograph first and save it to your phone. That way, in case something goes a little haywire or cattywampus, you don't actually lose the photo. So in this case, I'm going to use this picture of our lovely president and vice president, Steve and Vanessa. So I'm going to simply touch that. We're going to pull that picture up. And I've got my finger on the picture, and I'm just sliding up and down to go ahead and crop it. So we're going to make it look fantastic. We'll crop it right there, and simply click Continue. It's now uploading that photograph onto the front of the card, and then it'll show us the picture on the front of the card to make sure that we like it. So it's building that as we're uploading the photograph onto the front of the card here. There we go. And so what I'm going to do is I'm then going to swipe it to the right, or to the left, I'm sorry, and it will go to the top half of the card. Now, in the top half of the card as well as the bottom half of the card, you can actually add photographs inside there. You can type, so on and so forth. But I'm going to just swipe to the bottom half of the card just because that's what we're going to do for this demonstration. So we're going to go into the bottom half of the card, and I'm just going to touch the screen in the center, and it's going to pull up the text editor. Now this text editor is very cool. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to click this letter F, that stands for font, and I'm going to change the font from Arial down to envelope hand, just because I like having our cards show the same way as the envelope. I then click this letter A, and that brings up the font size. And you can also see that I can center it, left justify it, or right justify it there at the bottom. But I'm going to go ahead and make this font a little big. We're going to change it to 26 or 27 there. And then I'm going to tap the right little paint can, and in this case I'm just moving my finger over, and I can move this color wheel anywhere I want. However, I like the red on the left hand screen here, so I'm just going to touch that color red, and now I'm going to touch the keyboard next to the F, which is going to bring up the actual typing keyboard. So I'm just going to go ahead and type Vanessa a message. Okay, so hey Vanessa, next screen, next line, hope you are doing well. Thank you for all you do. You are awesome, and we are lucky to have you with us. Okay? With us. And then I'll just go ahead and sign it. Now, some people use that little microphone next to the space bar and actually voice talk their message in. I like typing it because I want to do it in real time, and sometimes my autocorrect makes funky words, and sometimes it's a little embarrassing. So we're just going to head and click the type message. So we're done. I'm going to go ahead and click Done in the upper right corner. and now the whole card is being built inside the system. Okay, so now that the card is being built, now we're going to have to add that to our cart. So we're going to add that card to the cart. It's building it. You can see the little spin wheel. It's going to create the card, and it's going to actually put that card in the upper left corner there. You can see that it says the card is a total of 3 points, and that's because we're doing a 2-panel card. So I want to add a gift to this card. So I'm going to go and click Add to Gift, or add a gift, and I'm going to actually pull up the brownies here. So I'm just going to click that brownies, and you can see that you can add more than one set of brownies. It gives you your shipping options here. It gives you the item detail, so on and so forth. So I'm going to go ahead and click Add to Cart again up at the top, and you can see that we've added some brownies to this card. So now it's time for us to check out. So we're just going to click that Checkout button, and here's the return address. This return address will pull the address that's listed as your default return address inside your SendOutCards account. I've just changed mine to mask and to show you a return address here. If I wanted to edit it, I would simply do that in the upper right corner. Okay, so this is our return address. I'm going to click Continue to Checkout, and we need to select a recipient. Now in this case, I may not have Vanessa inside my systems. If I do, I could simply hit Contacts and pull somebody that's already inside the system, but we're going to pretend for the purposes of this that it's a brand new recipient. So I just click New Recipient, I'm going to click Add Recipient, and then I'm going to stick my finger on first name, and we're going to start typing Vanessa here. Vanessa Hunter. Okay, and then I'm going to put the address here as 1825 West Research Way, Salt Lake City, UT for Utah, zip is 84119. And one thing to remember, guys, is we have to tell the system what country the card is being sent to. So you don't want to forget this step. It won't let you actually send the card unless you do this step. So you just want to hit Country and select the country that the card is, the recipient is in. Now, if you're at a networking event or you're meeting somebody and you're adding them as a new contact, you'll want to click Add New Contact here. You can add their email here just by touching that, and you can click their phone number by touching there, so on and so forth. Okay? So I'm not going to spend the time to do that, but you can add an email address and add a phone number. This is fantastic if you're out at a networking event. There's no reason to actually collect anybody's business card. Take a picture of them, put it on the front of a card, send them a card using the phone app, add their email address and their phone number here so that we can connect with them afterwards. So we're going to go ahead and click Done up at the top. And I'm going to click Continue to Checkout. Next up, it's going to give me the shipping options. So in this case, we only have one option, so it's going to say Standard Shipping. I'm going to go ahead and click Continue to Checkout. This page is going to summarize how many points and how much expense it's going to cost to send this card. So in this case, it's going to cost us $4.36 in expense and $13 in points. So if we're good with that, we're going to go ahead and click Submit Payment. And here is the order confirmation. Once you have this order confirmation, your card is now sent. All you have to do is click Done. It will empty out your card, and that card is now on its way to Vanessa Hunter, including brownies. I hope you got a little bit out of this demonstration. Have an amazing day. Go give somebody else an awesome day by taking their picture, putting it on the front of a card, adding a gift, typing them a message, and hitting send right from your iPhone. Thanks, guys. Have a great day.